Hi, I'm Mark. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Today's topic is, why am I so hard on myself? I know we all question that from time to time. I have 5 piles of cards here, each one paired with a unique succulent plant. Pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick the pile of cards with the plant that's on the pile of cards that you feel attracted to. To see your reading, skip to the timestamp listed in the description box below. Okay, here we go. Pick a card number 1. Why am I so hard on myself? The first card I got for you is the Awakening. The Awakening. And the card is telling me to tell you that your soul is starting to waken up to see what is right and what is wrong, and for things to occur. So this card is telling me it's your time to awaken. It's your time to be aware of what your direction is. And why you're so hard on yourself is because sometimes you lose your direction, which way you want to go. And then you get upset with yourself. And then you get so hard on yourself by saying, oh, I should have went this way. Oh, I should have went that way. So the awakening is like saying, wait a minute. Now I do know which direction I want to go in. That's why it's the awaken period for you. It's telling you that to be aware, be receptive of what feels the best and to go for it. What your intuition pulls you toward. Trust your intuition, or trust an eagle. Trust an eagle. That means trust your intuition. That means, well, let's put it this way. Part of the awakening is to become receptive and aware, right? Okay, but now to trust it. So it's telling me to tell you to trust. Why you're so hard on yourself? Because you're not trusting. So you got to trust your intuition. That does not mean that you're not trusting at all. It just means that you need to use more, well, you need to listen to your intuition more. Listen to your higher self that speaks to you. Maybe a vision, you may be a thought, someone else could have said it, whatever it is. So you're being guided and directed with your higher self, who you are as a soul, as well as other people will help you as well. Sometimes they could become messengers. So be aware of that. So again, why you're so hard on yourself? Because you need to become more aware of it and listen to your intuition of what's happening. Meditation would be a really good idea for you to meditate, because if you do meditate, then you have your mind more clear and you'll see more of your direction. You'll feel more grounded. And you need to feel grounded. If you feel out of whack and you don't feel yourself, then where are you going to put yourself? Right? Where are you going to put yourself? You're going to be hard on yourself. Oh, I should have went that way. And I don't know where to ground myself. And I don't know where to go. You see, and then we get into that confusion of you going in a circle, or going in all different directions at the same time, when you really need to be in one direction at a time and to fulfill whatever you need to fulfill. The crumbling. So this is telling me to tell you right away. Your angels are telling me to tell you that sometimes you're feeling like your life is falling apart. Like, is this really working? Which direction do I need to go? Right? So but by the crumbly, it feels like everything is falling right in front of you. It could be a job situation that things are not doing well. My relationship within myself. Well, I feel like I'm just falling apart. So you want to put yourself back together again. So there's organization here, and it's the way you work at things. So be aware of your organization, the way you do things, how you follow through of doing things. And look how these cards line up. Trust your intuition. That means if things are falling apart, go in the right direction that you need to go in. and become receptive. That's the awakening card. You see how they're all lined up and they're telling you one at a time why you're so hard on yourself, because you need to be aware of your experience. You need to trust it and see what's happening and correct it. The soul family. I love this card. The soul family. It's telling me to tell you that you do have other souls to help you, guide you, and direct you through this difficulty. So you are not alone. You may feel like you are alone and why you're so hard on yourself. And sometimes we can feel that way spiritually. But you're not alone because you have other people who are spiritually connected too. And you know, spiritual can go in so many different directions. It could be just a loving person. They could be very spiritual. But they tell me it's part of the soul family for you to connect, for you to be with. So I just want to let you know you're not alone. And you have people who are spiritual, or could just be loving, and they could be spiritual too, are there for you. So you are being guided and directed, like I just mentioned to you before. So don't think at all you're ever alone through this. But you may be harming yourself by feeling no one understands me. No one knows. But they will relate and connect with you. If you ask, of course. Align your life. Align your life. That means you need a balance. If everything goes in alignment, you're not going to be hard on yourself, because then you're going to see things how they really are. The other way, things will be out of, well, what they call is misalignment. It won't be alignment. And then here we go again about grounding yourself so things don't fall apart. I mean, look how this is all coming together. And this is such a beautiful reading for you to see. So you need balance in your life for things to flow, and you won't be harming yourself because you'll see everything coming together. You need people on your side that you do have, or you could, you know, sometimes it could be an acquaintance person, but normally it's a friend or family member. Knowing when things are falling apart to put it back together again and go in a different direction if it's not working for you. And you need to trust and be aware. These are the reasons why you're being so hard on yourself. But if you become more receptive and work through this, you won't be hard on yourself and you'll be loving to yourself. And that's how you work it out. And not being so hard on yourself. So remember, love yourself, take care of yourself, and knowing there are people by your side to guide you, even your angels, through this difficult time that you're going through. Just remember not to be so hard on yourself. Take one step at a time. This way things will flow better. Even if it's not going into your direction, flow with it. And you'll see it'll make it easy on you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. I always love doing these YouTubes because I always love to see, all of you. So remember, enjoy your journey, fulfill it the best you can, and do one thing at a time. Until next time, I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts, and have a beautiful day. Take care for now. Bye. Okay, here we go. Pick a card number 2. Why am I so hard on myself? This is a really good card for you. This is the Star Seed card. It's from your angels, a Star Seed card. What lights you up? You have to feel what you feel that it fascinates you. It makes you feel amazed. It makes you feel that what life is all about. So you need that power, that feeling, and that awe. So there has to be that oomph to feel like this is what makes me feel good. But if you're not feeling that, you're going to be hard on yourself because you're going to say, that's okay. I'd rather not have went there. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. And it could be a place that you weren't really interested in going. You got to go to a place that you are interested in going. Or dealing with people that resonate with you. How about that's another one? It's just not just places, but it's people too. So there's things about resonating with people, places. So keep that in mind. And if you don't feel people resonate with you, or places that you go into, don't go. Don't always associate. Sometimes, I know with family, sometimes you have to associate. But the angels are telling me here, one of the reasons why you're hard on yourself, because you're not finding that, like that fire of, you need that, you need something that will like feel good about doing. You like that drive of moving forward, of, oh, I like doing this. You have to be interested and like it and feel good about it to do it. So you need that fire behind you with that one. Now, this is a good one also, is trust your path. Trust your path. So, and this path, another reason why you're hard on yourself, sometimes you may feel like, am I with the right person? Or I don't trust myself. Or am I in the right college or school? Am I in the right career? Am I in the right relationship? Do you see where this is coming from? It's being hard on yourself, of saying you're questioning a lot. You're doubting yourself. Saying, I don't know. I don't trust my path. Well, your angels are telling me for you to trust your path. That means if it feels right, don't doubt it. Go with it. And this could be a relationship. This could be you going back to school. Or how about a trip? Whatever it is, and if it feels right, trust it. Trusting your path doesn't mean about, okay, it's just your journey. This is what you're going to do with your job, and that's it, and get married, or whatever the story is. No, it goes beyond that. How about your enjoyment, also part of your path, of experiencing things by traveling, exploring. It doesn't always have to be by plane. It could be by boat, by feet. So trust whatever you're doing. Well, you're so hard on yourself, but you're not trusting whatever you're doing. Trust it more and enjoy it. Go listen to your gut. You listen to your gut, it's going to lead you in the right direction. It's talking to you. The pillar of light. The pillar of light. Now, and I just want to show you this now. The pillar of light comes into play. Look, you like things that you want to be like, well, at times you could be the center of attention, but you like that fire. Remember I told you that fire before? You like something that will drive you to do it and have fun with it and looking forward for it. You need that. Also, you're the pillar of light. You want that soul to shine, feel enlightened, feel in bliss. If you don't feel enlightened and bliss and you feel down in the dumps, you could get hard on yourself and say, I'm not enjoying this. I don't feel my best. So if you don't feel that light behind you, a feeling like, I'm really into this, I want to do it. See, like it's backtracking here. By trusting your path, like I already mentioned to you, so many different directions, whatever you're doing, trust it. Because if you feel strong about it, go with it. But it also tells you you need that fire, that spark to make you keep on doing it. Start a new business, start a new relationship, going on a trip, whatever, whatever it is. And the pillar of light is you just want to have that shine, that glow of just feeling that bliss, that alignment, that love in you. The soul wants to feel this, and it's not feeling, so you get hard on yourself by saying, I'm not enjoying my life. It's not doing well. It doesn't feel right. So you want that pillar of light. You want to feel that enlightenment and bliss, that euphoria feeling. You want to feel that. And part of it is like reprogramming your mind, put yourself in a place of saying, how grateful I am to have all this. So even though you're not there yet and you're here, appreciate here before you get to there. So remember that. That's how you get into that alignment and bliss, and you won't be hard on yourself because you'll appreciate everything. Not saying you don't appreciate, but appreciate even more. Acknowledge it to the angels and guides, and acknowledge it to yourself. keepers of the earth. Keepers of the earth. So you have people on the earth are helping you. They're on the earth, physical form. Also could be an angel, temporary being there and then disappearing and not even know it. They're here to guide you, to support you, to help you, so you don't get so hard on yourself. Because when you get so hard on yourself, you're not feeling your best. So they're here to like guide you and teach you and direct you. So you have people that you could ask for that help. So when you do get hard on yourself, you could ask other people on ways on how to work things out, on how to handle things, and how to do things. Instead of saying, I don't know how to do this, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. But don't give up on it. Because if you give up on it, then you lose track. And then you'll be hard on yourself. So shine like the sun. The pillar, shine like the sun. And feel that fire behind you, like I just mentioned to you. And knowing that there are people on your side. So when you're going through this hard time of these doubts, fears, and worries of being so hard on yourself, you have others that to guide you and support you and ask for it. And Star Mother. Star Mother. Here, let me bring it a little closer to you so you can see it. Star Mother. It's like that nurturing mother aspect of, you need that feminine energy of feeling that love like your mother would give you, that nurturing love. That's what you need to do for yourself, because you're not loving yourself enough. You're not nurturing yourself enough. So you're being hard on yourself. Stop being hard on yourself. Instead, love yourself more. So you need to love yourself more so you won't be hard on yourself. Praise yourself more. And then you have people that will follow you and help you through it so you're not alone. So what does this tell you right here? Not to be hard on yourself. That you want to enjoy your life, but also you want to work through things and trust it. If you trust it more and you're more loving to yourself, you won't be hard on yourself. And that's the steps of not being hard on yourself. So think about it and know there's a way to switch it around so you won't be so hard on yourself. Just remember not to be so hard on yourself. Take one step at a time. This way things will flow better. Even if it's not going into your direction, flow with it. And you'll see it'll make it easy on you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. I always love doing these YouTubes because I always love to see, all of you. So remember, enjoy your journey, fulfill it the best you can, and do one thing at a time. Until next time, I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts, and have a beautiful day. Take care for now. Bye. Okay, here we go. Pick a card number 3. Why am I so hard on myself? The ever-unfolding rose. The ever-unfolding rose. Your angels are telling me that don't limit yourself. One of the reasons why you're hard on yourself, because you're limiting yourself. Don't limit yourself. It's unfolded rose means there's many doors are open to you. You're just not always walking through it. Walk through it. Don't be afraid when opportunities do arise, because then you may say to yourself, oh, I should have took that opportunity. Oh my God, but I didn't do it. Well, do it. Because if you feel it's right, walk through the door. It could be a career thing. It could be a relationship thing. Oh my God, it could be a trip. I mean, whatever it is, there's no limitation on it. They even tell me it could be a financial thing too. There's no limitation on how much money you could make, So you have a lot of doors opened up. So the unfolding rose it's like saying, it just keeps on growing. And another way to say also, doors are opening. So keep that in mind. The one reason why you're hard on yourself because you're limiting yourself. Don't limit yourself. Not saying that you limit yourself on every little thing you do. No. But you are limiting yourself because this unfolding rose is telling me there's many doors are going to be open for you. Trust it and go through the doors. And if you do it, you're going to feel good about yourself and you won't be hard on yourself. Boundaries. Boundaries. Boundaries is telling you is, sometimes you have to make boundaries. Sometimes you're not standing up for yourself. You're not saying what you need to say, so sometimes you have to set boundaries. And not only for other people, but also for yourself of saying, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do this and that. I'm going to do this. Sometimes you have to limit yourself of what you can handle. Don't do more things that you can handle. Do one thing at a time. What you feel comfortable with, you do it. So you have to have some kind of boundaries because sometimes you could overdo and you don't want to overdo or underdo. Okay, so you want that balance of, but also you want to stand your ground between it. You're not standing ground to people who are either not nice to you or you don't feel justice in it. You need to stand your ground because you can be hard on yourself because you're not standing your ground. And things not only with people, but circumstances, but keep that in mind. So stand your ground with it and draw boundaries of what you can do and what you cannot do for yourself and to deal with other people and circumstances. If you put that more in order, you won't be so hard on yourself. Answer the call. Answer the call. That means you're getting a message, but you're not listening to it, so you need to answer the call. And not saying that you're not getting messages that you never answer the call. Yes, you do. But then there are times you're not. And they're saying, answer the call. The angels are giving you messages. Watch out for the messages. Because the messages are coming your way. And it could be a television, it could be a bulletin board, it could be a person talking to you. So watch out for the messages because, you're asking for it. And then you come back and say, they're not giving me messages. I don't know what to do. Well, become more receptive. It could be so many different things that you may not realize that they're given to you to help you. So sometimes you feel lost and you can feel hard on yourself. So don't be hard on yourself because you are getting messages. You just got to know how to become receptive to know what they are. Okay, so remember to draw boundaries with yourself, with other people and circumstances. And know there's no limitations. So many doors you can open up. And if you do that, you won't be so hard on yourself, as well as standing your ground. As well as getting messages so you won't feel like you're lost. Because that could make you hard on yourself. Oh, I felt lost, and I should have done this, I could have done it. And you could be hard on yourself because you made the wrong decision. The mirror. The mirror. And the mirror comes out, it's like a reflection of what you're really doing. Sometimes you could look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is just not working out. Or you can look at yourself in the mirror feeling all sad and feeling confused and feeling like things are just not going your way. And why? You could look in the mirror and see your reflection and say, I'm happy because I'm working toward my goals. I'm making them. So here's the thing about not only looking at yourself, but praise yourself of what you're doing. So when you look in the mirror, you have a smile on your face of saying, I'm doing my best. So you need appraisal because sometimes you're putting you're putting yourself down so much, you're feeling depressed, sad, or not happy with yourself. Be happy with yourself. And look in the mirror and smile and say, I accomplished it. I did it today. It needs to hear that appraisal. While you're hard on yourself, you're not praising yourself enough. And every time you look in that mirror, be proud of who you are and what you have done and what you accomplish. When you do that, you won't be so hard on yourself. And I got the play card. The play card. And the place, and sometimes you gotta have fun. There's work, but there's play. So learn to have more of a balance. I said to play more, loosen up more. Sometimes you're too serious. Sometimes, yes, you can be a funny person, yes, but sometimes you may be a little bit too strict or too serious on situations. So if you loosen up and enjoy life more. And playing means to have fun going away, go on vacation, but also it means to play don't be so serious. Enjoy more. So even though you're working, it's a hard task, enjoy the task. It's part of the learning experience. So when you start to enjoy your life more, then your life will come together more, and you won't be so hard on yourself because you'll enjoy it more instead of being so stressed about it. If you're stressed, you're going to be hard on yourself. So enjoy it. Even if it's work, make it as play. That means I'm not saying not to do the work, but I am saying to you to loosen up when you're doing it and enjoy what you're doing. So you want to play with it. The mirror image comes into place where it's saying that you're not happy with what you're seeing. Well, make sure you're happy with what you're seeing by praising yourself and loving yourself more and being appreciative of what you do have. And let yourself know it and by looking in the mirror. Because if you don't praise yourself, you're going to be hard on yourself. And you are getting messages, so watch out for the messages. You're not alone, so you can feel a little hard on yourself there. And know your boundaries and know there's no limitations. If you put all that together, then you won't be so hard on yourself and you work through it. So love yourself more, don't be hard on yourself, and knowing things are going to be okay and things are going to work out. Just remember not to be so hard on yourself. Take one step at a time. This way things will flow better. Even if it's not going into your direction, flow with it, and you'll see it'll make it easy on you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. I always love doing these YouTubes because I always love to see, all of you. So remember, enjoy your journey, fulfill it the best you can, and do one thing at a time. Until next time, I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts, and have a beautiful day. Take care for now. Bye. Okay, here we go. Pick a card number 4. Why am I so hard on myself? First card I got here is, actually, your angels are giving the first message is, and I'm going to clear this up for you, is yes, you are hard on yourself. And why they're hard on yourself? Well, you're sensitive. You're an empath. So you can really get down on yourself. And they're saying, yes, you are. But that's not to hurt you. That's out of love, because they're saying, don't be so hard on yourself, because you're admitting to, well, things that happen. I'm so sensitive. I'm an empath, and I take things too much on myself. One of the reasons why you're hard on yourself, you're taking too much on. Don't take too much on. Well, if you could avoid it. And if you are taking it, enjoy the experience of it, because what's happening here is you're being so hard on yourself. So whatever you do, try to line it up. Or have fun with it. I know it's easier said than done, but enjoy it instead of being too stressed about it. Because that's why you're getting hard on yourself. You're getting too stressed about it. Or you're putting too much on yourself. So try to lighten the load that other people can help you, or enjoy what you're doing. And I know that's easier said than done, but it could be done. So don't be so hard on yourself. Think of it in a different kind of way. The Ace of Light. The Ace of Light. Now this is going into lifetimes. You see that right there? That pyramid? Pyramid is very powerful. It's very powerful. And it means that it's like a power source within you. It's the age of light, of spiritual awakening and awareness of what's going on. So you have that glow behind you of really enjoying life and having things that you always wanted to have. Right? It doesn't always have to be monetary now. It could be a love, going on a trip, or self-peace within oneself. So So you want to find that space within yourself of that self-peace. That's a big one for you. They just told me right now. Your angel Gabriel just said that to me. Just came forth right now. So you don't want to be hard on yourself. And the way not to be is to admit to it. And don't put so much of a load on yourself. And stop putting yourself down. Also, at the same time, of knowing that you want to glow. You want to feel your best. And you just want to enjoy life to the fullest. But if you're not feeling that, then you need to do other things to change it, because you could be hard on yourself for that reason too. Because if you're not feeling total fulfillment, then meet your needs, or you're going to be hard on yourself. So meet your needs to make it happen. Talk about within oneself. Here is the inner temple. The inner temple. And the inner temple comes into place. You ever hear the old expression, your body's your temple? Well, the inner temple is within you, where your soul resides, not only around you, but within you. Now, I just want to express to you, and why I paused this way, because your angel was saying to me, this is Uriel. Your angel Uriel just came forth and said to me that the inner temple, listen to your heart, listen to your soul, what it really wants. So to get that self-peace. So here we go into self-peace by the age of light, goes into peace and alignment. Also, the inner temple goes into within oneself. They both represent a part of the age of being self-love. That means at times if you're not loving yourself, that can make you hard on yourself. So what do you need to do to change it? You want to meet your needs, and don't be so hard on yourself when you do meet your needs. Or whatever you've done, enjoy what you did to fulfill that need at that time. So appreciation comes into place. Also self-love, of loving yourself more. If you're not loving yourself more, you're going to be hard on yourself. Because you're going to say what you did wrong instead of what you did right. So you want to do what's right. Sometimes you work hard. Remember what I told you before? Sometimes you could be taking too much of a load. And they're telling me here, your angels are telling me, to take a break. Take a break. That does not mean to give up and just, take a long break and never go back to it. It really means that more like sometimes you need to back up. Sometimes you're wearing yourself out and you're so hard on yourself because you want to keep on going. Sometimes you need to take that break for that balance. And you need a balance. If you don't have that balance and then you feel like you're worn down, you can be hard on yourself because you'll be more cranky, more tired, more exhausted. All these things that come into place for you. So sometimes you need to take a break. Back up. And just say, this could wait for me. I'm not going to be hard on myself. And I'm going to come back to it. So sometimes you have to push it to the side. Even though that's hard for you. But sometimes you have to push it to the side while you're so hard on yourself. So push it to the side. Remember that the keywords on that. And the inner temple, like I was just saying to you, it's about self-love and listening to your intuition, your heart, and your soul. Very important. Very important. Because if you take breaks and balance things out, and you give yourself what you deserve. Part of it's self-love. Part of it's for your soul to enjoy life more. While you're so hard on yourself, you're not enjoying as much. And you're not loving yourself as much. You're not listening to your soul and heart as much. So get more in tune with that while you're so hard on yourself. And share your voice. Share your voice. That means you need to open up more. And when you open up more, and you share more, then you're being expressive. Is in the fifth chakra, throat chakra, expression, openness, expansion. So you want to share your voice, not only talking to yourself about what you want and listen to your heart. Here we go again about that inner temple and that heart. So listen to yourself. about what you need and what you need to fulfill. That's why you're hard on yourself, because sometimes you're not doing that. You're not listening to your inner self of what I need. You're always giving to others. Give to yourself too. Okay? But also express yourself to others. Because if you express yourself to others, right? You're opening up, expanding, expressing, then you won't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes you're not saying the right words. You're not expressing. If you're not opening, you're going to be hard on yourself. Oh, I should have said that. Oh, I could have said that. Oh, I could have said, whatever it is. But don't be so hard on yourself about it. Just express it. That's it. Open up that fifth chakra. Express yourself. Open up more. Not only within yourself, talk to yourself about how you love yourself and what you want to do for yourself, but also to others what you feel. Not about always what other people feel, but what you feel, and then you tell others what you want. Why you're so hard on yourself, because you're not fulfilling that all the time. And take a break is really important for the balance, like I already said to you. And glow and listen to your heart. If you don't listen to your heart, you're going to be harder on yourself as well. Because you're taking too much on, lighting your load at times. Remember, everything comes down to a balance. Now, if you work one step at a time with it, you won't be hard on yourself, because then you'll see, wow, I worked through all this. No wonder why I was hard on myself. But now, guess what? I'm not, because I worked through this. And then you're going to feel fulfillment. You're going to have enjoyment and love, even within yourself. And you won't be so hard on yourself. Just remember not to be so hard on yourself. Take one step at a time. This way things will flow better. Even if it's not going into your direction, flow with it. And you'll see it'll make it easy on you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. I always love doing these YouTubes because I always love to see, all of you. So remember, enjoy your journey, fulfill it the best you can, and do one thing at a time. Until next time, I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts, and have a beautiful day. Take care for now. Bye. Here we go. Pick your card number 5. Why am I so hard on myself? The Pleiades. We can go right into this right now. Why are you so hard on yourself? One of the reasons why, because you're in multiple places at the same time and you're getting lost. Just take one thing at a time. One of the reasons why you're hard on yourself, because you're here, but then you're there. You're losing your direction, which way you need to go. Don't lose your direction. Just follow through one thing at a time, like this. Do this and then do this. So you want to need some kind of order, some kind of structure. If you don't have that structure and planning things out, you could be hard on yourself, because you could feel like you're all over the place, and then you feel like you're like spinning, like almost like if you have vertigo or you're getting dizzy. So you need some order and structure while you're hard on yourself. Get more organized. And if you're organized, get even more organized. So this way things will flow better. So even when they're not, you'll have it under control to a certain point. But you won't be so hard on yourself, because you have more of a handle on it. So get a more handle on it and be more organized and structured with it. And look at things how they are and take one thing at a time. Break the chain. Break the chain. What does that mean? It means that you're so used to doing a certain way, but sometimes you have to change it. If you do the same thing that doesn't work, you're going to be hard on yourself. You're going to say, I already tried doing that. It doesn't work. So try something different. You're used to doing it this way. Do it that way. Be flexible. Change over. Part of your challenge is more like you're not always as flexible. You may feel like you are, but you need to be even more flexible. More flexible, changing things around, things will work. If things work, you're not going to be hard on yourself, because you're not going to say, hey, how come this is not working? Because it is working, because you tried a different way and you see how it's flowing. So do what works, but sometimes you have to change the pattern of how you're doing it. Because if you don't change the pattern, how is it going to change? And then how do you fulfill your need with it? And how do you become happy with it? So you'll be hard on yourself. So remember to change the pattern. And to take one thing at a time. The Pleiades card, like I just mentioned to you. And don't be hard on yourself, because guess what? You are already doing it. You are already, here, I want to make sure you see the whole card. You are already doing it. So it's not like you're in the wrong path. You just have to become more receptive of it and putting things into place. So you're already doing it. So you're already flowing with it. But you have to refine it. When you refine it, then things will become more clearer to you, and you won't be hard on yourself, because then you'll see things how they really are. So you're on the right path. So I want to let you know, even though it doesn't always feel that way, but if you reconstruct it, reorganize it, in a way that it's going to work for you, you won't be so hard on yourself, because it'll flow better. If it flows better, you're going to be happy with the situations. It could be about within yourself, what you need to do for yourself. It could be with a relationship. It could be with family, friends. It could be so many situations. So in some ways, I feel like almost like you're kind of almost like the leader sometimes in things, and to follow through. So that's where you come in. That command, not as a controller, of course. You're not a controller, but more like you're like the coordinator, putting things together. So understand that you're already doing it. You just have to reconstruct it and put it in order. That's why you're harming yourself, because it's not always working the way you want it. Transformation. You're going through a change right now, and through the changes, you may feel uncomfortable, because you may have to do things that you do not want to do, or what you're feeling that you're not used to feeling. So you have to adapt to the changes. If you don't adapt to the changes, you could be hard on yourself, because you're saying, I'm so used to doing it that way. Why do I have to do it that way? Well, you need to be more flexible. If you're more flexible, when you're going through these changes, it'll flow better. If you do not become more flexible and it stays very rigid, you're not going to be happy. You're going to wonder why you're so hard on yourself, because things are not flowing. So flow with it. That means accept things how they are, and to work through them, through the difficulties. It could be dealing with within yourself. It could be dealing with going to school, or starting your own business, or working at a job. Different changes can occur. So go with it. Instead of saying, I don't like it this way, I'm going to do it that way. But if it's not working that way, do it a different way. So you're going through that transformation, that change, not only on the earth, physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So the spiritual feelings that you're feeling that are being released, it's I don't like this, but it's good, because it's getting rid of your junk so you can move forward. But it can make you feel uncomfortable and not at ease. And then if it doesn't make you feel at ease, you're going to be harming yourself, because you're going to say, I don't feel right. Just know it's just releasing from you, part of the transformation of the change. So it could be an energetic thing, a mental thing, emotional thing, a spiritual thing. So just whatever changes you're going through, start to adapt to it and say, okay, I'm going to go with that flow. So I won't be hard on myself, because I'm kind of lost right now, but I won't be lost, because I'll flow with it. The Great Gathering. You're very good with people. You're very good with situations. So what's dealing with the Great Gathering is you have souls by your side to help you. Sending masters from the other side, angels, people on the earth. So you're not alone through this. So you don't have to be so hard on yourself to feel like you are alone, because you're not. You have souls on the earth and on the other side to guide you and support you. You just have to ask. And through the changes, just realize to be flexible and flow with it, so you won't be hard on yourself. If you go against the flow, you're going to be hard on yourself, because it's not going to work at times for you. So you'll be hard on yourself because it's not flowing the way you want it. So you have to bend. Also dealing with, you are on the right path. You just have to keep on following. Remember I said to reconstruct it, like reorganize it, put it together, and see things and become more receptive of it. Put in more of a clear path. Then you can see that you are moving in the right direction, but you have to listen to your heart too. And sometimes you could change it, so it's not a big deal on that. But sometimes you have to alter things to flow. I mean, it's really funny. This card, break the chain and the transformation. I mean, they're both saying almost like being flexible here. Be flexible. Break the chain. Be flexible. Transformation. Flow with things. Be flexible. That's why you harder yourself, because sometimes you're not flowing and you're not as flexible. So you need to be more flexible. So you won't be hard on yourself, and do one thing at a time. See, a lot of things about structure, and it's about be receptive and not to be hard on yourself and to flow with it. And you won't be so hard on yourself. So just take one step at a time. And this way you won't be hard on yourself, and you'll work through it. And it will work, and you'll be okay. So enjoy your journey and do the best you can. And that's all you can ever do. Just remember not to be so hard on yourself. Take one step at a time. This way things will flow better. Even if it's not going into your direction, flow with it. And you'll see it'll make it easy on you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. I always love doing these YouTubes because I always love to see, all of you. So remember, enjoy your journey, fulfill it the best you can, and do one thing at a time. Until next time, I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts, and have a beautiful day. Take care for now. Bye.